Hey everyone, this is ACJ. This is a requested tutorial. A couple of weeks ago I sent out a video asking what the audience or your viewers would actually like as the tutorial. I had one user called bmaximum13 who requested how to make an awesome site logo. As a site logo itself, I can't really show you specifically how to make one, as they're very diverse and unique to the actual site, I guess. But what I'll do is I'm going to go over some creative steps in order to create a logo as a whole which should be used. So like I said, there's no one specific design that I can show you that should represent all site logos, but we'll give it a crack. Just before I start looking over some steps that you should take, I recommend looking at this book. It's called the Smashing Magazine 2 book. A lot of what I'm going to be saying here is going to be within inside this book. It's very good and actually goes over all of what I'm saying, plus very much more in depth. So we're going to get started. So when thinking about creating a logo, the first thing I should recommend doing is to create thumbnails of different designs. If you have a really good design in your head, don't just stick with that single design. Create multiple other very diverse and unique thumbnail designs of the actual logo, and then kind of refine it through there. That sounds really good and all. Most people don't actually do that. I know I didn't do it at first, and I went through high school and uni. They teach you to do it, and there's a good reason why. It really actually refines your designs quite well. Even if you have the design in your head, you should really kind of look at putting it on paper and kind of refining and developing it further down. Especially if you have clients. So if you're working with a client, I recommend getting the client to check out stages, as you should do anyway. Kind of show them the examples of your work so far, and get them to mark off. Get them to mark off of what you've done so far. And if you're working for yourself, or if you're doing a logo for yourself, get someone else to kind of look over what you've done so far and kind of see where you can go. They kind of bring a fresh new edge to it, and it really does help. You may be just thinking, oh, he's just saying that because I need to, but really it does help. I recommend it to you. So we're going to go through some tips that you should probably take notice of when you're designing it, and that's to think of timeless thinking, which is raised in the Smashing Magazine book. So timeless thinking is pretty much designs or anything thought of that does not relate to a fad or a time. So if I was to make a timeless design, it would last for many centuries without becoming old or outdated. A momentary design would be one that only lasts for a certain fad or certain era, and that can be seen in a lot of the early websites, such as the brand new ones, the Web.1, as in a sense, which kind of have a very momentary design, very old style design, which everyone's kind of striving against. It's going to push this movement against it. So the best, and if you want to create a design that doesn't need updating and that kind of relates to all audiences over a certain amount of time, it's best to kind of not cater for fads, so don't cater for certain time periods. Kind of go for a timeless thinking, and the way to do that is to really use the fewest elements you can to convey a message. So minimalistic designs, which is and recently just come out, or in the last couple of decades, but really it's a kind of style of design that is really powerful. You may not think, oh, because you have minimal aspects to the actual design, it won't be as powerful. But in the quote from Einstein, it says, everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. So try to kind of refine the actual logo down as kind of minimalistic as possible without cluttering it, which can create confusion. And by having the fewest elements, as I said before, to convey a message, you are really kind of not secluding anything. So you're not secluding specific audiences or specific times or specific genres or what have you, and you're kind of opening it up. This is quite broad, but it really does help. So with that, a way to kind of design minimalistically whilst kind of conveying a message is to use imagery. So it doesn't have to be a simple bitmap image or a photograph, but using objects and shapes to create a kind of a meaning or a message or a communication without just text. Text is very powerful in itself. Typography is, but kind of to convey more than one message, or not to convey something that's black or white, imagery or objects works quite well. You'll notice in a lot of the newer logo designs that have kind of captured the minimalistic kind of thing use imagery along with text to support the idea and convey the message, not just text itself. They may use variants of text or use imagery within inside the text, but still they're using imagery to kind of convey the message, and that's the way I think things will be going. And with that, don't just add things for visual appeal, so don't clutter it up with, say, bolding, underline, italics, or don't add anything just because it looks good. Add it for meaning, add it to convey the message. If you follow all these kind of steps, really crude and roughly, you'll probably create a minimalistic and kind of simple logo. That's it in terms of the actual kind of ideology behind how to go about creating it. There's the actual physical creating the logo using whatever program, Illustrator or Photoshop, which I can get into. I know you guys probably want me to get into, but really it's kind of subjective to the actual logo. So I might pick out some logos seen within maybe the popular logos area and kind of look at what elements make them popular and kind of make my own or make a variant of it. Kind of show some steps and kind of really kind of show you what goes into the process of actually making a logo. Also, a quick note: if you guys actually want any design, I'm open for freelancing just recently. I've popped up a website under my name, aaronvanson.com, and you can see some of my previous work there. Plus, you can hire me or contact me if you wish. And I'm kind of open for really any website, logo, graphic design, in photography. I do dabble in some sticker or some sign writing stuff. So if you always want to look at that, I'm very open to terms of payment. I don't need money, or I can kind of work around that if it's an issue with you. I'm not saying I'm going to do things for free. Of course, I have a lot on my plate as is, but I'm quite willing to kind of help you guys out if you need any designs or anything like that. I'm currently making some intros within Cinema 4D for particular people. They are free at the moment, but I'll probably be looking at charging those next time. But anyway, guys, if you do want to kind of contact me, check out my website or look at some of my designs. Check it out as well. And like I said, I'll probably have some more within the series of creating a creative logo. Just tune in. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now. So hopefully this kind of gives you an understanding of what steps you should go for. And yet again, I do recommend reading the book Smashing Magazine too. It's a great read, and it does help you out a lot, and it's fairly cheap as well for a book of its type. So I'll link that in the description as well. And that's about it, guys. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.